Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Crusader Kings 2 as Emperor Charles the Great, 63 years old now and still alive despite his maiming. So in the last episode we did not manage to revoke the Duchy of Burgundy from the Duke since he died very inconsiderately and invalidated our war, so instead we're going to revoke Upper Burgundy, which we are in the process of doing. My heart missed a beat when I saw Charles emerge from the dungeons covered in grime with a bloody knife in his hand. With our strong grandson, of course. Oh, he's ill as well. He'll be fine, he's strong. But it's time to teach Charles the right way so he'll become kind, patient, or brave. He's already kind and patient, so hopefully he becomes brave. That would be great. He's just double patient. Okay. So our battle in the mountains here has begun. Does seem to be going just fine. We won another siege and took a prisoner. And you discovered a plot where the Duke of Ferrara seeks to fabricate a claim on the Kingdom of Italy. Okay. Well, we don't like that. He has two duchies, Ferrara and Tuscany. So I guess we could attempt to imprison him as well. And either he is imprisoned and is no longer a threat to us, or we can fight him in the resulting revolt and take a duchy from him. Either of which I'd be okay with. Yeah, he can just stay in the dungeon. That is fine. So we're up to 77% now. Another few sieges should probably get us there. Are we getting any war score from these prisoners? We are not. So we can freely ransom any prisoners that we have. Or at least a couple of them anyway. And a daughter was born to our heir. Okay. So this should finish any second now. And another one. We're only at 96%, so we're gonna have to wait for another one. But that should get us there. And more longships. Wow, down in Italy now, even. These Vikings sure do like their looting. We have a new Duke of Modena, I guess? Alright. He likes me, so that's fine. Okay, so the siege gets us to 100, we can enforce our demands. He's imprisoned. We will revoke his duchy title from him. Since he's a traitor, our vassals will not object, but we can't do it because our crown authority does not allow revocation. I probably should have realized this beforehand. So we aren't able to change another crown law ever. Yeah, we're on minimum crown authority. This is because we changed to free investiture, I guess, to set up the anti-pope. Well, that's unfortunate. We'll just keep him in prison then. We can, though, change our succession laws if we want to. Which might be a good idea. We could avoid losing all of these titles on succession if we were to change to elective monarchy. Or at least we'd avoid losing our domain title, or domain lands. Why don't we do that? We think... I think we'll still be voting for our eldest son as our heir, because I think Charles Karling here is going to be our best hope for the future. No longer ill, incidentally. So we'll be retaining the same heir, but switching to elective. The ruler and each lower rank vassal, i.e. the dukes if a ruler is a king. In fact, I think the dukes also get... yeah, dukes are also electors in empires, so they can nominate a successor from among themselves and legitimate children and siblings of the ruler. It's very popular with the vassals, but they will not approve if their liege personally holds too many elector titles. We might have to give away some of our kingdoms. I guess that will be okay. We'll nominate our son, of course. Now, our vassal kingdom titles, or our kingdom titles that we hold personally, rather, are still on Gavelkind. But we can switch all of these over to elective as well. Or we could just give them away. But I think we won't be able to give them away if they're on Gavelkind, now that I think about it. We don't hold the Kingdom of Bavaria, but I guess we have land in it, which is why we see it in this screen. Yeah, we have a few counties, okay. So I think we'll just switch all of these over to elective. We can't do it in Italy because there's a vassal counter above with negative opinion. That's okay. We'll maybe deal with that. For now, we'll just nominate our son as the heir to all of these. Except Italy, of course. Did we do Middle Francia? We didn't. Alright, we'll see how our vassals vote. Oh, that's drastically reduced our domain size because we are no longer getting the bonus from Gavelkind. Well, that's okay, we can give away a couple of counties. I guess we'll give away these two here and this one that we somehow own over here in Austria. Two characters with the appropriate traits that we like. Not imprison, not already a ruler, my religion and my culture, and so forth. So we want to give away this. And yes, you can have this one. And you can have that one. That does put us over our vassal limit, unfortunately. We'll have to deal with that. We also lost our spy master at some point in there, so we'll appoint the Duke of Burgundy, why not? I think I misclicked there. There we go. So as it stands now, we stand to lose only the Kingdom of Italy to our other son on succession. Which is fine, it will still remain a vassal of the Empire title, so we won't really lose it. We do need to do something about our vassal limit, though. Already bringing me technology from Constantinople, so that's nice of him. These counties over here, we can create this duchy, get rid of one vassal. Because we'll do that. Give us the de jure claim up here too, but we won't worry about it too much. Now let's see, we have a lot of individual dukes in here. We could create the Duchy of Luxembourg, which would get rid of at least one vassal. You are under Duke of Brabant and Holland. This is held by the Duke of Brabant himself. So I think we'll create this. Give it to this count. Okay, that gets us down to 45, so we'll leave it at that for the moment. We need to appoint a new court chaplain. This bishop. And I believe we were converting a Sunni county down here. So we'll send him to continue that work. And I believe that our truce with the Byzantines should be over. Not now, at least very soon. Yeah, November, okay. Tarragona has been converted, so no need for him to be there anymore. Unfortunately, we can't move him for a while. But that's okay. Okay, so it seems that we have Duke of Friuli as our next in line for the throne for the Empire, which obviously we can't have. Who is voting for him? A lot of Italian dukes. So, I think if we were to try to improve the opinions of all of these Italian dukes that don't like me, or duchesses, we can change the succession laws in Italy and presumably change that to elective. No vassals are fighting each other. Come on, guys. Settle down. Well, we'll try to change it over when they stop fighting each other, I guess. Who is fighting who? That Upper Burgundy is doing something. Claim on Savoy. Well, in the meantime, I guess we can just try to improve the opinion of these various vassals so they'll vote for the person that we want them to vote for. Although, a lot of them are already pretty happy with me. You are only 6. Was Benevento one of them? I don't even remember. I think this guy... Yeah, they're all pretty happy with me. Oh, and that's exactly the wrong time to die. Okay. Well, that's fine. We are going to have to try to work our way back into our Empire title because we are now only the King of West Francia. Emperor Charles has gone to the Lord at age 64. He died a maimed cripple. Long live King Bernard. So be it. We have a new heir. If our character dies, we will now play as Karl Karling. Sounds great. We no longer have the same Chancellor. That's fine. We need to nominate a successor for the Empire title, which I think is going to be us, ourselves, and nominate a successor for our own kingdom title, which is going to be Charles Karling. We need to appoint new members of our council. So we'll do that. We'll just appoint them for the moment and get them actually doing their jobs a bit later. Okay, so our liege now, the Emperor, is this guy. He is the former Duke of whatever duchy this was? Carinthia? No, I don't think so. Was he even a Duke? Well, he's no longer a Duke anyway. So that's fine. We'll see who is nominated as his heir. We can invest in all kinds of technology, so let's do it. That'll do for the moment. We need to pick a character focus. How do our vassals feel about us? Most of the dukes are pretty happy, so... or we only have 2 dukes, actually. I think we'll go for a rulership focus for the moment. Or stewardship is going to be pretty good. We have children who lack a guardian. One of whom is our son Charles, of course, so we obviously want to educate him ourselves. And which of these others do we want to educate ourselves? Gargamel, of course. Or Gargamel. These other 2 we'll use for opinion. I suppose with this Duke. Okay. Okay, already the King of Italy is founding a faction for... yes, this is old Emperor Charles dying. So factions, we have Duke Thankulf for the Holy Roman Empire, we have King Bernard, that's me for the Holy Roman Empire. We have King Meginhard for the Holy Roman Empire, our brother, the King of Italy. I think we should maybe join our own faction. That gets us up to 76%, we'll see if anybody else wants to join that. It seems the Independence faction is the strongest one so far. We have a son born to somebody, apparently part of our dynasty because he's a Karling. And the Pope has died, still remained a vassal of the Empire. So that answers that question, I guess. The new Emperor is instituting limited crown authority. Well, we don't really want him to raise crown authority, so we'll ignore that for the moment. Nobody seems to want to join the faction to put me on the throne. At least yet. And what are all of these troops raised over? Middle Francia here. De jure war, okay. Attacking the Count of Charlemagne, okay. Well, that's fine. How much land do we actually control here? In West Francia? A pretty decent amount. Not quite the entire de jure land that we're supposed to have. We're supposed to have these two counties which are under the Duke of Aquitaine, and this one, which is directly under the Emperor. Okay, so now that the vassals have had some time to vote, we'll see who they are favouring as the next heir. I guess it's the son of the current Emperor, okay. Makes sense, I suppose. So we'll keep an eye on these factions, and we have another faction. Somebody else with a claim on the Empire. Doesn't even have a claim on the Empire. I don't know why he has a faction behind him. Alright, so the strength of our faction relative to our liege has dropped to only 50%, but if anybody else could be convinced to join that, we would have a pretty good chance of putting ourselves back into power. Which would be pretty good. Maybe we should try to make sure the King of Middle Francia here likes us better. He was to join. Thinks I'm a foreigner, but let's see, we'll send him a gift. We can afford it, I suppose. He created a duchy title. And we have a faction in our own kingdom, led by the Count here. He wants our vassal Duke to be the king. Alright, well, isn't especially strong, but we should probably try and improve his opinion if we can. Is ours the Duchy of Normandy? Do we have that duchy? We probably do. Yeah, I guess we don't really need to keep that. We have one county in there, but we could give that away. Alright, well, we'll take care of it in the next episode because we're out of time for this one. So thanks for watching, and join me again then.